We are live. Okay, nobody's here yet. Let me take a drink of tea. We are live. I think we're live, right? We're live. Okay, let me drink of hot tea. Get the vocal cords loosened up. Okay, come on in. I don't know how many people's going to come at 1 or 2 o'clock, but we'll find out. We'll talk about football. We'll talk about basketball. Talk about. Oh, there's my notification. So now everyone's going to know that I'm. You know, we can talk about basketball. It's really bad. Man. So gonna be a long year in basketball. All right, sorry about that, guys. Vocal cords. All right, I got two people. Whoever comes up, if nobody comes, then I'll erase this. Okay, you can watch this back. How many since we talked last? We've added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. 6 players since we talked 2 nights ago. We haven't added any today, so no players today. Okay, so this may be a short live. Uh, Probably not a good time to come on, but that's okay. Tonight, I can't come on tonight. Everybody has their basketball lives because the basketball is in an avalanche. So, yeah, it's a train wreck. So, I'm not going to compete against basketball and win tonight. But yeah, we got a couple good players. I mean, we have a total of what? 14 players out of the portal. One of them is a flipped high school player. So, there you go. 14 players for Will Stein. Of course, Minchie, the quarterback, is the big get. I'll be with some Notre Dame. I'm going to a dinner tonight, and there's a big Notre Dame fan there. He's going to fill me in on. I don't know what you can fill me in on. He had 26 attempts, and he's going to fill me in on Minchie. So, if you guys have not heard that story, if you're watching this back, Nebraska, he was going to Nebraska the next morning. They already had like cake, balloons set up, and they thought and he called him. I think that night, late that night or next morning, go, yeah, I'm not coming. I'm like, what? So, hey, I don't care how we got him. We got him. But come on in, everybody. We can talk football. We can talk basketball. If you want to talk basketball, I don't. I don't think I met you, Final Prime. What's up, man? Any word? You mean Barnhart is retiring? No, there's no word. He can stay as long as he wants. I guess. I don't know when he's retiring. He'll probably stay just for spite. I think Matt Jones brought a good point up. Since everybody's been asking him to retire, he ain't going to do it. So there you go. But yeah, I mean, look, you can't blame him on the basketball hire. I thought that maybe would work, especially after last year. But then after last night's game, guys, I don't know if you guys have heard what went on. What's up, Warts? Greetings. What's up, man? We're talking about basketball. Last night, Diabate didn't play the last 5 minutes because he was yelling at Pope, yelling at the players, arguing. Man, there's no room for that. Yeah, not during the game, man. And we got guys after the game. You probably saw me post. Guy was selling hats on Instagram after the game. Guy was posting his own highlights, which we lost. I can't post highlights of the game shorts because we lost. So I don't know. What's up, Neil? Apparently, I don't think I've met you. Neil, crazy times. Yes. And the portal is the Wild West. Yeah, if you give us money, we will come. Yeah. So we have gained 14 people, one high school player, and 13 in the portal. As of today, nobody signed. So, I mean, I'm sure it's the 16th, so we still got 8 days or whatever. So we got plenty of time. We need players. We need wide receivers. That's what scared me. We lost Miller. Cam Miller. Oh, that one hurt. I mean, DJ Miller, we have. Yeah, Cam Miller was one of our most athletic receivers, and we lost him, and he went in the portal. Harley Gilmore, we made fun of Harley Gilmore. I was laughing because he hadn't put his name in the portal. Then I jinxed it, and he put his name in the portal. Look, Harley Gilmore can't play in this system. It's like Cutter Bowley. Look, Harley Gilmore can't win a one-on-one, so he's not going to play. The writing is on the wall, brother. You can't win a one-on-one. That's all a spread offense is you against me. And if you can't win a one-on-one, you're not going to play. So, yeah, I wish him the best wherever he goes. I shouldn't have called him hardly open, but I did do that. I apologize for that. Well, no, I don't. It was funny. But Warts take me NIL and get to football. Probably, yeah, I'm sure. Well, they gave more money to football somehow. Warts, they're not saying how. They had more, Jefferson or JMI has more money than just rev share. And then so there's all kinds of monies. He was promised money to come here. He was promised more money than Mark Stoops. I can tell you that. We'll never see the numbers on Mark Stoops, guys. What's up, Wildcat highlights? You ain't never going to see it, brother. It's like the Epstein files. What money? What? Stop talking about that. Yeah, we'll never see how much he had. We need receivers. I just said that, brother. We just lost Cam Miller. Yeah, surely to God, some Oregon receivers. The guy we just got from UAB. I mean, come on, man. UAB, and I think he's okay. He hadn't really played. We got a couple offensive linemen hadn't played. So, dude, listen. Van Hiles brought this point up, and I keep bringing it up to you. He brought it up last night. I went and looked at the Locker 411. If you're not subscribed to the Locker 411 with Anthony White, Van Hiles, if you really want to know football, go there. He said we should take high school players now because nobody's taking them. We should build our team through the high. He's on to something there. So, yeah, we got to build a team. What's up, Julie? Yes, we need receivers. Logan's here. I didn't think Mark Pope will be a good coach. I don't think Mark Pope will be a good coach. Well, it doesn't appear to be. He's going to get one more year. But look, as I keep saying, can you really change who you are, your personality? Now, he did speak. Somebody got in his ear because last night he spoke proper English. He spoke regular English, and he did good on the radio and the interview. Look, we blew it down the stretch. So Diabate was arguing with Diabate, if you notice, didn't play the last 5 minutes. And Matt Jones said he was arguing with Mark Pope, yelling at players, and they had to sit him down. So you can't start doing that. So he probably lost the locker room on this team. Look, they get paid, guys. I get my $2 million. I don't have to play hard. I'm getting my money no matter what. Why do I care if we win? We got like 3 or 4 players who really care, I think. And the rest of the people were just like, well, I'm not playing. If you're Jelovic, you came all the way from Bosnia. And you're like, to what? Sit on the bench? Okay, well, I guess I'll sit here. And, Jasper Johnson's going to leave. So, yeah, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. I'm glad he wasn't playing Colin Chandler. Well, you know what, Logan? Shout out to Colin Chandler. He damn near we had a chance to win the game because he blocked that dude's home run pass. He made a good defensive play, and we could have won. Oh, wait, when he went to the basket from the baseline, he spun it on the other side, the outside of the rim, the backhand. I don't know why he spun the ball like that, and he missed the layup that he shouldn't have missed. So, look, they made plays, and we turned the ball over. Matt Jones brought this up. In the last 5 minutes, every time we scored, they called a timeout. And then they scored out of the timeout. They scored out of the timeout. They scored out of like 3 times, 2 or 3 timeouts they scored. So, Dennis Gates, is that the guy's name? He kicked Cal's ass, now he's kicking ours. Yes, I bet Missouri. Oh, yes, absolutely. And we're not beating anybody in the SEC about that. Maybe there's a handful of teams. Mississippi State's one of the worst teams. We're going to find out Saturday. Julie, the bottom fell out. Yeah, Julie, it's starting to fall out. Look, guys, I hope we spend – I said on my video, I just put out a video. And I got on last night right after the game, so I did say the F word. But it's frustrating. That's the F word we should be using. It's frustrating instead of the other F word. But are we going to spend more money on football is my question. What are we doing? Indiana's going all in on football, and I'm spending a lot of money on basketball. What are we going to do? You got to pick one. Look, at this point, pick one. Pick one. What do we want to spend? You cannot spend $22 million on a team that does not make the damn tournament. Come on, man. Hell, we could have spent nothing. And that money needs to go to – so we're going to find out. Now, somebody's going to make that decision higher up than we are. So are you going to spend more money on football? Well, obviously, we're spending more money or he wouldn't have came here. But, Josh Hubbard's the only good player. Well, I don't even know if we're going to get him, Logan. Forgot what the stat sheets. We struggle with rebounding. They had 40 points in the paint. 40. We had 28. That's the only stat. 40 points in the paint. Quaintance had 1 point because every time the ball went up, they surrounded his ass. And yeah, he's a big dude. As I point out in the video I just released a couple hours ago, he's 18 years old. Even though he's a big guy, they just pushed him. We're challenged offensively. We got 2 guys who can score more than 11 or 12 points, and that's it. And so we hit 7 threes. Hey, that's, 7 of 16. We played better. We just turned the ball over. we were up, what, 8 with 5 minutes left. We were up 6 with 3 minutes left. And, so look, just got outsmarted Mississippi State. Oh, on Mississippi State. Oh, well, I didn't know you were talking about. Well, good. Well, they won last night. They beat the crap out of Oklahoma by double digits. So look, right now, if we win any game, I'm happy. But yeah, that's the look. The basketball scoop is what it is. People after the game on Instagram selling hats, posting their highlights. You got Mo Diabate yelling at Pope, and they sit him down for the last 5 minutes because he's yelling at players and yelling at everybody and arguing. You can't argue during the game, dude. I mean, come on, man. And when it's over, look, I would be arguing too, probably. But I don't know. It is what it is. Neil says high school players should at least help. Yes, to build the culture. Yes. So we're talking about football. If you just got in here, everybody. The Locker 411 with Anthony White and Van Hiles. If you're not on that channel, if you really want to know football, I watched the little bit of the first part of it. Van Hiles said we should get high school players because nobody's getting high school players. They're getting people out of the portal, and these players in high school are like, where are we going to go? So maybe we should slowly build through high school ranks. Now, you got to be patient, as he said, and I've been saying, we're not going to win a lot of games. How many games? I have no idea. Well, we don't have a roster here, guys. We got 2 offensive linemen who really haven't played, but they're Tennessee and Alabama, but they haven't played. I mean, one guy was special teams. Running back from Oklahoma had a foot injury. I'm going to assume his foot is okay. The dude from Purdue is a big dude, man. The defensive lineman, Jamarian Harkless. Yeah, he's a big dude, 6'3", 345. I ain't going to say overweight. He got a little stomach on him. That's all right for a D lineman. He could be our nose tackle. So they put him on in fact, that's what he's going to play. He's going to play the nose. He's huge. But yeah, the receiver we got one receiver guy from UAB. We got to get receivers. We ain't got anybody to throw to. Colin and Brandon Garrison. Yep. Garrison played well, but the reason Garrison was in there is because Mo Diabate went off on Mark Pope. So that's what's being said. Look, we got a lot of 8-point scores. That's what we got. That nose tackle starts numbers not big. Yeah, I mean, he's a big dude. He's played at Purdue. Now he does have some playing time. Just put him there. He's a big dude. Just let him be the nose. I mean, look, we haven't lost Marquise Humphrey-Grace. That's the guy I'd be scared if we lost because he had a good year. I don't know if you guys. So if we got him, and then we got Colton. Well, who's the other defensive lineman I'm thinking of? I can't think of the other defensive lineman we got, but from LSU, yes, the Ahmad Brex, Braux. I can't pronounce that. It's probably French. Yeah, he played in like 10 games last year. So I mean, look, he was kind of a backup, but so hey, we got a couple defensive linemen. But look, you gotta have backups. So yeah, we don't have backups. Julie, look at positives. Regarding football, the wheel keeps on turning. Yeah, we got to keep on getting players, guys. But look, we need it right now. We don't have safeties and quarterbacks. I mean, we've got a kid from high school we flipped, a 4-star quarterback. But yeah, we need receivers. Nasir Addison came back. So who the hell's our starting quarterbacks right now? I don't know. So yeah, we got a lot to figure out. We need players. So look, 8 more days. I'm sure we're going to get, Will Stein not being here probably hurts a little, but it doesn't hurt a lot. Logan, staying another year. No, Kendrick Law is done. I wish he was not a senior. I wish Kendrick Law had another year because he's good. No, he was a senior. He was a 1-year dude. At NFL draft. Yeah. He may get drafted. I mean, look, he's not a great route runner. I mean, he's a little dude. There's probably some things he can do, So there's some things he can do. He may get drafted, but yeah. So yeah, we have got 14 players so far. One of them's a high school player that we flipped from Michigan. So yes, we have got 14 players in the portal. We need 14 more at least. a cornerback from Western Carolina, like we said, an edge from Gardner Webb. I mean, but we did get a linebacker from Arkansas, hadn't played. So we got some hadn't played. Defensive back from Florida, huge. Right? We got two defensive backs. The one dude, Castile, I guess one of them he's a 3-year starter and he's had 50 plus tackles all 3 years. So the two Florida dudes we got, and Florida took our players. Florida's taken our linebackers and safeties, and we're flipping with them. So we got Gates and Steele from Florida. Gates has 2 years left, and Castile has 1. So look, we'll see what happens. I mean, the running back Barnes from Oklahoma was good. Let's hope his foot is healed. This old lineman from Alabama, he's only played on special teams. A big dude, 6'6", 332. He's a big dude. The one receiver I'm not impressed with. So yeah, we need some receivers, and I mean we need one big one. Look, we need at least one guy who is a burner who can keep them backed up, so that they have to double. So one thing in this offense, you gotta have a receiver that they have to double. That's the key, is taking one of their players away in the back end and making them double your best receiver. So that's what I learned about Will Stein's offense. The X receiver is by himself, all the way over on the boundary or whatever however far on the sideline there. Yeah, you have to have a guy that. So yeah, we got to come up with somebody. I think, or surely to God, Oregon's going to have some people come when they're done. I think that's what's going to happen. If we get to the end of the portal and you don't see a lot of receivers, that's your clue that we're getting some receivers from Oregon, I would think. Julie, be 4-year players anymore. No, not in basketball. Well, I mean, there is, but now, yeah. I mean, Colin Chandler's going to be a 4-year player. Trent Noah's going to be a 4-year. They're not going to the NBA. Yeah, we will, but not good players. No. And then they'll just, if you don't give them the money, as Kirby Smart said, they have all the leverage. All they have to say is, I'm leaving if you don't give me what I want. So Kirby Smart, look, Georgia lost. I mean, they've lost because those players are smart. They play for Georgia, so they know that. So Georgia's lost like 12 or 13 players, good players. And Kirby Smart, there's nothing he can do because we have Georgia. We play for Georgia, which means we're good. We're going to get paid somewhere. I wish we would get one of them. I mean, damn. I don't know if they have any receivers, but yeah, to leave to free up money. Yeah, I don't think you can make them leave Wildcat highlights, but you can say you're not going to play. And I don't know what these guys are getting paid. I don't know what Cam Miller, surely he wasn't getting paid that much. Hell, he wasn't even going to play. They just played him for the hell of it the last 5 games. So Gilmore, I don't know what the hell we're paying him. He should have to get that money back. But I don't know. I don't know we'll never know what the money issue is. Hopefully we can get that squared away. And look, we got to build a defense right now. We're talking about offense, also defense. And I think we have 2 edges and a nose. Maybe this other guy from LSU, maybe that's the front 4. Sam Green's one of the linebackers. Ty Bryant's probably going to be the rover. So yeah, we'll have 22 really good players. But after that, somebody gets hurt or somebody gets tired. Yeah, and we'll see. Wilberly has not left. So I'm wondering if you got to have a backup center, but he's good. They could move him from center if he wanted to move. So we'll see. That surprised me about him because he was a really good player at Western. I think it was all conference and that. So yeah. So we have 2 really good centers. So hey, we're good. We have a center. We have 2 of them. So, but yeah, he can move to guard. I mean, so something's going on. We need some more offensive linemen. Like I said, we need everything. We need some more running backs. I mean, look, hopefully this Patterson and Barnes. Yeah. Well, we got 2. Okay. We need 4. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do. So I don't know when the portal opens in the spring, or I know it's open in the spring also, but there's 1,000 players in the portal. So we'll get something. We need a tight end. Yes, Wards. Yes. Rodriguez is going to stay. That's the word. Thank God. He will thrive in this offense. Man, their tight end is a glorified wide receiver who sometimes is on the line of scrimmage. He nudges somebody on the way out. He'll nudge somebody, but then he'll go. And so, yeah, he's going to thrive in this offense. In fact, the other Skinner and the other tight end, I forgot the guy's name. I don't have my roster in front of me from last year, but yeah, we need one more, but we're good. No spring portal, Wildcat. Okay, so this is it, huh? I thought last year they did. I know you can still. Is there a signing period? Didn't we sign some people late? I don't know, man. I don't know. Somebody have to tell me the rules. Is there only one? Yeah, is there only one? I'd have to look now. Last year we got some people in the spring, but I don't know. Dude, supposedly we're gonna use guys. Supposedly Quisenberry's gonna putting his name in the portal. If we lose Quisenberry, man, come on, Quisenberry. I mean, come on, dude, you ain't even played. You know that dude's fast. He was a 4-star. Well, I think he was a 4-star or a high 3. Man, we can't lose Quisenberry. Sure, I mean, I'd be in his ear. Offer him a little money because it looked like in the spring he could run. He could run long. He could run a deep route. So I hope we don't lose. If we lose Quisenberry, guys, he may make some money off this. King Mondo. No, we lost. We didn't. I don't think we've officially lost Quisenberry, have we? Well, I don't think it's not official, have we? No April portal. Well, there you go. Well, then I guess we better get whoever we go to get. Okay. Well, then we better hurry. We got 8 days. I hope we don't lose Quisenberry. Now, 247 Sports is reporting him as leaving, but I don't think KSR is reporting as leaving. So I don't know. Went to Louisville. Oh, did he go? Did he officially go? Did I miss that? Man, why did he take? Oh, man. No, Julie, not all of them, but a lot of them. We still got DJ Miller. Damn. Are you serious? We did. I missed the Quisenberry thing. Man, I didn't even see that on KSR. Damn, that is bad. Man, if we lost him, I thought he would turn out to be, a decent receiver. Damn. So who was over last year? We lost Cameron Miller. We lost Fred Ferrier. We lost Jamori Macklin, Kendrick Law, Stellato, Quisenberry. Yeah, we lost Hester, graduated. We have out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We lost 8 of 9 receivers that started, that played. Some of them because they were seniors, Kendrick Law, Fred Ferrier, Macklin, but some of them to the portal. So I don't know why, if you're a receiver, you would leave a team that's going to pass the ball. Why the fuck would you leave? I mean, it'd be like if you were running back and Stoops was the head coach. Why would you leave? We're going to run the ball. We're going to throw the ball, guys. I don't know. Look, maybe they got word or – okay, so all we got is DJ Miller, Hester, Gilmore, Macklin, Ferrier, Cam Miller, Kendrick Law, Stellato, Quisenberry gone. Henry Boyer has not left, and Elijah Brown. So we got 3 tight ends right now, guys. Skinner. We got 4? 3 tight ends. Well, 4 counting Rodriguez. We got Skinner, Elijah Brown, Henry Boyer, Willie Rodriguez. We don't have Caddis because he graduated. So, yeah, guys, I mean, look, now that you said that, we lost 8 of 9 receivers that played last year. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm sure he has a plan. Hell, you got to throw to somebody. It doesn't do you good to pay a quarterback $1 million if you're going to friggin' not have any receivers. So we'll have to see how that goes. Are happening. I don't know. They got to change that, Jake, about opening the portal when the playoffs are happening. Because they got to change that. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, like I can't be in 2 places at one time. Big Blue Cat, how you doing? He went to Louisville. All right, well, I thought he was a decent kid. I don't know why the hell you would leave. Like I said, why the hell would you leave if you're a receiver when you're about to play a spread offense? Unless, what are you scared? I don't know. Seemed like another good running back. Julie says, yes. Yeah, we need another good running back. Do you? So, yeah, we got a fullback, a H, what they call it, a H. So, you have an H back and a running back in Patterson and this kid Barnes. So, we have 2 starters. Now we just need a few backups. And, of course, Wilcox is, if he doesn't go to jail, will go be playing. He may be playing in the Kentucky Penal League. I hope not. Old Baptist Church. What's up, brother? Nice. Y'all worry too much? Oh, we're not worrying, brother. We're just playing it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not concerned, not worried. I'm not going to worry. I will be a little concerned. It's a little concerning when you look at your roster and you go, shit, we don't have any receivers. So, yeah, we're just trying to, I cursed in front of a bat. My apologies. But yes, just trying to talk it out. Like, what are we doing? If anybody has anything, Jake kills team chemistry. Uh, it should open after the portal should open after the championship game. It should, but they're gonna have to change the rules. So, Big Blue Cat. They have a wide receiver visiting today from Elon. Okay, we got a quarterback from Elon. I don't even know where Elon is. Shane Gillis played for Elon. That's all I know. The comedian Shane Gillis. Well, he played. I don't think he played, but he was at Elon. I don't know much about Elon, but hell, right now, we just look at this point. You have a budget. You buy the grocery. Like if you went to a grocery store and you only have $300, you're gonna spend that $300, whatever amount we got. We just got to get whatever we can get right now. Stein has under control. Well, thank you, Obad. I'm sure he does, but there may be variables. Okay, now here's the thing that happened. Where is Elon? I don't know. Like the quarterback from Notre Dame, Minchie. You guys realize he signed with Nebraska. He was flying to Nebraska the next morning. They had a celebration ready. I don't know if they had cake and whatever. That night before he's supposed to fly for the official ceremony, all that, we signed him. I didn't hear the story from Matt Jones, but dude, they were mad because we got him at the last minute. So Old Baptist churches. The only thing that bothers me is we can get outbid. So yes, Stein can only control so much. Okay, he can't control everything. Yes, he can get receivers from Elon, Texas, San Antonio, Western Kentucky. But yeah, we just need to build. Look, the first year we're going to build. Don't have high expectations. Shane Gillis. Yes, Shane Gillis is a 5-star. You know what Shane Gillis? You know about Shane Gillis? He has little arms, little skinny arms, not very long. I was thinking, how was that guy an offensive lineman? But he was. Shout out to Shane Gillis. But no, guys, we're going to see what happens if we have a wide receiver visiting. I just hate that we lost Cam Miller. I don't even know did Miller go to Louisville? Surely Miller didn't go. Miller didn't go to Louisville. I don't think he signed yet. We need wide receivers. Yes, Dougie, and another quarterback. Yeah, we need him. We need back. Now we got backups. Ponatoski's coming. We still got that one kid who played over Saunders. I can't think of his name. Who played in a game. So we still have, but yeah, you need a backup. Baptist. I believe these players are being shown the door. Probably. You might be right on something. Maybe they did. Maybe I don't know why you would show Quisenberry the door, though. I don't know why you'd show Cam Miller the door. I mean, I don't think they had bad attitudes, right? I mean, I didn't hear anything about them having it. Now, I think, I don't know. Look, they went for whatever reason. Maybe Stein told them you're not good enough. That could be it right there. He could have just came in and said, look, man, I watched you on film. You're not good enough. I don't know. I don't know why, but you're right. There has to be a reason. What's up, Derek? We're talking about football, brother. 28 people. I'm Thomas, Kentucky Football Nation. We can talk about Louisville. We can talk about Indiana. Go Oregon. If you're from another team, shout it out. Tennessee. We talk about everything. Mondo, I hope they fix the NIL. That's not going to be fixed, man. I don't think it's going to be fixed, King Mondo. There's not going to be a salary cap. Look, if there is, teams will get around it. I don't think they can implement a salary cap, or they would have. So they keep waiting for Congress to. I just don't see it. I mean, we'll see if it happens. Bo Allen is the quarterback you're referring to. Yes, Jay, he was, but he was a senior, right? So he's gone. No, there was another kid, Ward, that started. Ward, I forgot his name. I say he started. He went out there in the Tennessee Tech game and played a little bit. Ward. Yeah, because Bo Allen, I think, yeah, he was a senior. Kentucky done with Pope, Dougie Hudson said. Well, look, it's going to work out however it's going to work out, guys, but it don't look good from our Pope, no. Big Blue Cat, hopefully CJ Baxter, Kentucky. Yeah, that'd be nice. Yes, that would be nice. We're working. Something's in the works, I'm sure. We just got to spend our money wisely because we spent $22 million. Guys, we spent supposedly, allegedly, but really $20 million for a team that's not going to make the NCAA tournament. I mean, keep it. I just sit in amazement. Last night was rough. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was rough. And I mean, at least Mark Pope spoke properly after the game. He spoke like a functioning human being. Somebody they got in his ear and said, "Look, man, you can't be talking on the radio like that, dude." So yeah, he now has a worse record than Billy Gillispie. So somebody said I was on Loyal BBN. Somebody said something bad about Billy Gillispie, and I was like, "Hey, don't be disrespecting Billy Gillispie." I don't know if you guys know Billy Gillispie coaches for Tarleton. If you have ESPN Plus, I want you to go on and watch a Tarleton home game. That dude still his teams aren't that good. He yells, he makes them listen. If you don't hustle, I will give it up to Billy Gillispie watching his teams. He's still the same. If you don't hustle, you're out. You're out. He gets in people's way. You will play defense. So I got to give it up to Billy Gillispie. At least he gets his team to play the way it's supposed to play. And even though he has a little team, they still play hard. So yeah, Walmart Wildcat. He has no recruits. Yep, and he's going to lose Jasper Johnson. King Mondo, seat's starting to smoke. Yeah, it got hot a long time ago. Yeah, and basketball has becomes Julie. I don't know. King Mondo, Jody Meeks carried Billy Gillispie. Yeah, look, Billy Clyde just mentally, he had a drinking problem, guys. Let's be honest. He had a drinking problem. He wanted to party and be a coach. You can't do that, dude. Mark Pope's the exact opposite. I wish Mark Pope would have a beer. You know what I'm saying? Which he can't. I shouldn't be disrespectful to anybody's beliefs. My apologies, but part of me wants him to. I want to spike his drink. Just chill, man. But no, look, he's gonna get next year. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that's going. Will literally put you to sleep. Big Blue. I'm glad you brought that up. Big Blue Cat. I mean, I literally will fall asleep. If you had insomnia, forget Tylenol PM. Put one of our games on. And I swear, dude, I almost fell asleep watching that. You were right. I almost fell asleep watching that game. I was like, geez, I turned the ball over. We threw it away. Oh, look at that. So yeah, it's a good if you have insomnia, tape our games and put it on, man. You'll be asleep. You'll be out like you get a good night's sleep. Lot of facts. Julie, I think Gillespie got a DUI. He probably got. Yeah, he did. He probably got out of some DUIs. But I will say this: if you go and watch Tarleton on ESPN Plus, if you haven't, he coaches his ass off. He's had like a heart attack and bypass. That sucker. He demands that you play. So he's old school. But I will say this: his teams play hard, and ours doesn't. So I don't want to hear. I went on Big Blue Loyal BBN. I don't want to hear you disrespecting Billy Gillispie because his teams play harder than we do. I will say that. Watch these games, Jake. Oh, I can't watch them. No. Look, look, we were ahead by what 8 with 5 minutes left. We were ahead by 6 with 4 minutes left. You guys know what Dennis Gates did. Every time we scored a basket at the end there, he called a timeout, and then they ran a play and they scored. Like I think he called 3 timeouts, and they scored out of every one of them to catch up. So while we threw the ball away, they were planning what they were going to do. But look, guys, if you're just here, I'm Thomas, this is Kentucky Football Nation. 40 points in the paint. Missouri had 40 points in the paint, guys. We can't stop anybody. Did you see the damn lob at the end of the game? They lobbed it. Our guys were standing there, and there was a guy behind them, and they just lobbed it. He just threw it down. I was like, geez, come on, man. Foul somebody. I keep saying foul somebody going to the basket. I can see why Diabate would get mad. If you're just getting here, Diabate did not play the last couple minutes of the game because he was yelling at Mark Pope and yelling at the players. But by God, I would be too. I might take Mo Diabate's side on that one. I mean, come on, man. Warts, how can last year's team be good and be bad? Because we don't have any offensive players. We went all in on defense. What we had, Brent, we didn't really need Mo Diabate. If you got Garrison, do you need Diabate? Get an offensive player. He just overcorrected. He went from, oh my God, we had an offensive team. Last time I checked, the only way you can win a basketball or football or any sporting event is to score more points than the other team. If you can score more, so we can't score more points than they are because we got all defensive players. So man, I don't know. We got 2 guys that can score low and no way. If you're the other team, just let the other guys let them shoot whatever they want. Let Aberdeen. Here you go. Cam Williams, man. Cam Williams. What's wrong with Cam Williams? I mean, 8 points in damn 25 minutes. They missing open shots, so that guy can't shoot. I don't know. West Virginia. That was oh man, I can't think of his name. But yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, he was another guy who you didn't mess with. Wildcats. He played low more. Yeah, he did start the right people. He took them out after the first 4 minutes. I was like, why are you taking them out? We're come on, man. But whatever. Big Blue Cat. Did you see something about selling? Was that Chandler? I do not know. Surely, God, that was not Chandler, was it? But Matt Jones would not say the. They said it was Brandon Garrison. Somebody online said Brandon Garrison was posting highlights, and somebody was selling hats. Surely, the guy was not Chandler. Oh man, come on, man. What kind of hat does Chandler sell? I mean, I hope it wasn't Chandler. I don't know who it was. Curtis, you're gonna watch Ole Miss for yes. Look, Ole Miss tonight. Man, I wish Ole Miss would win it and piss off. When Lane Kiffin wouldn't care. People thinking we'll show Lane. Look, Lane Kiffin doesn't care. He's got all the money. But yeah, I'd like to see Ole Miss win. But Miami's got it. Look, the quarterback from Georgia that's on their team that now it escapes me. I mean, he's been playing good. So Miami, that'll be a good game. First 1 to 28 wins that game. Like it's you, the higher scoring it is, the more Ole Miss can win. If it's a low scoring game, Miami's got too good of a line, offensive and defensive line. But I wish Ole Miss would win. It was Colin Chandler. Oh my God, Colin Chandler. What the hell kind of hats does no kidding, a married Mormon kid sell on Instagram? I'm about to go on there and look at his hats. I may buy one. I mean, what is it? What the fuck? What do you sell? Like a chapeau? What? Vandy beat Bama bad. Now that you brought that up, Wildcat highlights. Listen, guys, everybody questioned Vanderbilt. I can tell you right now, damn, they just jumped on Alabama and look, I take everything. They are ranked 11th. They will move up. They are good. Okay, we play them. We play Tennessee twice, Florida twice, Vanderbilt. Where's our wins going to come from? We got 9 wins. We got to get to 19, 20 wins with 16 games left. Where's the 10 or 11 wins out of 16 going to go? It ain't going to work, guys. We might squeak in if we got to upset somebody. I can't believe I got to say we upset somebody. Carson Beck. Yes, Curtis, thank you. Yeah. Miami has Carson Beck tonight. That kid's been there. I mean, there's your advantage. Julie Chandler is done. Well, I mean, I don't know what he's doing. When you look at the schedule, Wildcat, it's hard to find wins. Exactly. In basketball, you think we're going to beat Tennessee twice? No. Florida twice? No. Not happening. On the road, we can't win at home. We cannot stop people going to the basket. So Georgetown exposed. I cannot believe that Mark Pope cannot make adjustments. That's why he's going to get fired. He can't make adjustments. If you're watching on here, we have not adjusted. We have not played a zone. I mean, play Missouri. We talked about our last live. Missouri's 2 best scorers are their forwards. They're big guys. They're trying to get inside. Well, freaking play a 2-3 zone. Make them beat you from the outside. Try anything. But man, yeah, we're in trouble. Any quad 1 wins. We have 2. Indiana and St. John's, if you want to count that. Derek, I really thought we'd go 9-9. When you said that, I thought we're not. Come on, man, 9-9. We're going 11-5. What was 18 games? We're gonna 13-5. No, you might be right. Can you imagine if we lose? If Mississippi State comes in here and beats us, the team's gonna quit. Look, guys, the team's gonna quit on them. They get paid. I get paid if I'm Aberdeen. I'm just using names. If I'm Jelovic, if I'm any of the players on the roster, does it matter if we win another? I get paid my money whether we win a game or not. That's sports now. That's sports. So Pope has to go. Inspector Gadget. Well, he may be. We'll see. He'll get next year, but we're gonna have to throw money to get players. We're gonna have to throw millions of dollars to get them to come here because of money, and then that's gonna take away from football. So I don't know what we do. Wildcat. Anybody remember Robert Morris? Yep. Yeah. But you know what? somebody got hurt. Nerlens Noel got hurt, and we didn't have a lot of players. Everybody went to the NBA. So after the national championship game, I could see, okay, we're going to go to the NIT. I don't even know if we should accept the NIT. Well, maybe we will. Curtis, I hate to see it. I don't see his team making the tournament. Not right now. Not right now. Not giving up 40 points in the paint. Jane Quaintons had 1 point for a rebound. One, because they pushed him. This is not Bellarmine. They're going to get rough with him. He's 18. I know he's a big kid. He's 18. Okay, he's a kid. They pushed him under the basket. Every time the ball went up, they surrounded him. And he was not going to get a bunch of rebounds. And come on, man. Blue Cat, the team can't even pass. No. Well, we know we did have 16 assists last night now. That usually we get 8. So we had double. So we did throw the ball out of the post. Remember, NATO said we only did it 7 times. We did throw it back out of the post. But, Mark Pope, analytics is going to got him. If he loses his job, it's because he overthought it. He looked at the computer, damn Noah shooting system computer, man. Come on, dude. You need a computer to tell you how to shoot the damn ball. You're a coach. Get out there and show them how to shoot the ball. Come on, man. Technology can only take you so far. He overthought everything, thinking that it was a math problem. If I figure out this math problem, we're going to win. No, you can't in here. It's what's in here and in here. If I don't play with heart, I don't give a damn what the computer says. I got my money, and I don't like it here. So I don't know what the answer is. Julie, breakdowns everywhere. Yeah. Anthony, what's up, Anthony? Gilmore, possibly to Louisville. Hey, look, man, maybe. I mean, look, he can't play in our system, to be fair, Logan. I jokingly say he can't win any one-on-ones. I don't think Louisville will take him. If Louisville takes him, I'll be surprised. But they got Quisenberry. I did not know we lost. I missed that announcement. So we lost 8 out of 9 receivers to the portal or graduation. We only got 1, 2, DJ Miller. And then, so yeah, we're going to have to work on receivers. Curtis, Mark Pope keeps losing. NIL money will dry up. Yeah, if we lose. Yeah. Look, he's a good dude. Look, it just is not working. I don't know what to say. Look, I'll compare him to Billy Gillespie. Gillespie just wanted to be a coach, and he couldn't handle the media part. Mark Pope can handle the media part, but he can't handle the coaching part. We couldn't get anybody last time, guys. When the Baylor coach backed out on us, nobody wants to come here. I don't know why. We'll talk about changing coaches after next year. I would go with somebody young, I'll go get somebody. What are they going to do? Lose? Don't get a retread. What's up, Neil Paris? All right, Neil, hadn't met you, I don't think. To see an offensive coach with an offense that will not move the ball. I agree with you, brother. Yeah, the 5-out offense is dead. Zoom action. Zoom. Are you fucking kidding me? We're not. No, we did hit 7 of 16 threes. But if you're going to jack up, we can't do more than about 15 threes, guys, because we don't have anybody that can make it. So it's pressure. I agree, Curtis. Man, that I'm starting to feel sorry for him. It is pressure on him, and he's a good dude, man. He played here, but look, if it doesn't work out, maybe he'll step. I don't know, but if he loses, I don't know where you could coach at, some small school. But well, it's gonna be like Stoops. He ain't gonna leave, or unless they make a deal. You're gonna get your money, because where's he gonna coach at after he leaves here? I mean, I don't know. We'll worry about all that when we get to it. JMI, Julie says. I don't know about we're not having any problems in football, so too much for him, Curtis. Yeah, I think the pressure of this job. Look, man, it's like coaching at Alabama, Texas. They want to fire that guy, and he's a great coach. Ohio State. They were going to fire Ryan Day after they lost to Michigan. They wanted him gone that night. They won the national championship. You go to a school like that and you don't win. James Franklin at Penn State. Why would you fire him 5 games into the year? I mean, I thought James Franklin was a decent coach. No, it's win or go home. So I feel sorry for Mark Pope. We all love him. Oregon has a running back entering the portal that's still playing in a game. Okay, good. I hope it's one of the one. They got a big guy and a little dude that can catch passes. I forgot his name. If we get that little dude that can catch passes, the smaller guy, that guy is better than the big guy to me. Not everyone can coach at Kentucky. Curtis, not many can coach in Kentucky. Uh, but if Oregon has a running back, good. I'm sure. Look, I'm sure Oregon will have people. Surely to God, we will get. There's 40 people. Well, I didn't know if anybody would come on at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, guys. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. We are talking about basketball because it's going so bad. We are talking about football. We have signed 14 players out of the portal. Well, 13 and a high school kid. We flipped a kid that was going to Michigan, a 4-star safety, who's a big tall kid for a high school kid. So yeah, we signed some, hodgepodge of players. We got one really good offensive lineman from Baylor. We got a good quarterback. We are yet to get any receivers. The running back from Oklahoma didn't play last year because of a foot injury. So we're going to say that he's surely the guy. They gave him a physical and his foot is okay because the year before that he had 600 yards rushing and he's a really fast dude. So that would be Javante Barnes. So we're signing players. I don't think we've signed anybody today. Somebody said that somebody from a receiver from Elon was visiting. We still don't know where Elon is. It's got to be in Pennsylvania or somewhere. Oh, man. All this is on. No, Vince Merrill is importing Kentucky's losing roster. That's a headline. Well, look, Vince Merrill can do whatever he wants. We have a Florida State linebacker visiting Kentucky. Okay, so no news. All right. Well, we'll see. Steven Souls signed with Arkansas. There's a guy I wish we wouldn't have lost. Steven Souls signed with Arkansas. So there you go. I think Elon is North or South Carolina. Where is Elon University located?
I found one option. Elon University on Campus Drive in Elon.
It's
about 400.
Well, you're just telling me it's 460 miles away. I want to know what state. Okay, what state is that in? I don't know. Anyway, what state is Elon University in?
The answer I found is
North Carolina. Okay, there we go. North Carolina. It's 480 miles away from me. Okay, North Carolina. There we go. We all learned something. North Carolina. There you go. North Carolina. All right. Okay, well, maybe they have a quarterback we're looking at, which we don't really need one. But if they have a receiver, listen, you got to be able to be fast and win one-on-ones. You got to run the route correctly. That's the key. There's a lot of you choose the route. You have two options depending on what the defense gives you. And the quarterback has to read what you're doing. And it's a lot of one-on-ones because obviously you got 4 receivers or 5 on every play, 4 usually, because it's all one back. Every once in a while, they'll put 2 backs in the backfield, but it's a lot of one back sets. So you got Rodriguez as the wide receiver tight end. He'll be going out. So, yeah, we got to have receivers who can win. And this is the SEC, guys. We play Alabama, Texas A&M, Florida, Tennessee. I mean, look, our schedule is brutal. We cannot judge Will Stein over the first year. This is the foundation. We need to build the foundation. Implement the 4-2-5 defense. Implement the powers or whatever spread we're going to run. And yes, this quarterback is good. He can scramble. I like him. Looking at the 26 attempts that he had. Yeah, he's got a quick release, and he knows the ball comes out quick. So we did good with the quarterback. I'm going to a dinner tonight, and there's a Notre Dame fan grad there, and he's going to tell me about this guy. My wife, because he's going to tell you about this guy. Okay, good. I mean, I don't know what I need to know, but he looks good. Moore from Texas. Anthony, Moore's asking for a lot of money, so I don't know if we'll get him. It's like everybody said, we can't wait on Levitt. Levitt was going to go take 6 more visits, and they're going to jack up the price. And no, Will Stein pulled the trigger on the Notre Dame kid. That was smart because we were not. Look, I don't know if we can get him because he's asking for a lot of money. So we'll see. We're on Moore's list along with about 4 other schools. Julie, new quarterback. Do you think he's the guaranteed starter? Yes. Yeah. I think he's got like $1 million or more. Yeah. I think Cutter made the right choice, Curtis. Yes, Cutter did make the right choice. As I said, he would not. his skill set doesn't fit this spread offense. His skill set, he's a drop back passer, pocket passer, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think he'll do well at Arizona State. I know I went on one of their shows and they're like, who is this guy? He's a friend. But I tried to get on there and pump him up a little bit, but so yeah, I think he'll do well. What's breaking, WKRP? Well, we're talking about football. We've been on 50 minutes. I cannot believe it. I didn't think I'd have anybody come on today. We're talking football, WKRP. We're talking how bad basketball is. Warts, my Notre Dame friend, says the quarterback we got is very good. Well, he looks well. He looks like a smart kid. Like I said, I like his skill set. He knows when to run. That's the key for running, is to know when to run. And it seems like he knows that. So, am I out of tune? I got to change my vocal cords. Hang on a second. Oh, my apologies. This weather, it's 20 degrees and then it's 70 degrees and it's 20 degrees. That's man, it's just killing my joints. Good. Well, yeah, I got some Notre Dame person that's going to talk to me tonight about him, but he's a good quarterback. If you look at that one highlight reel of his 26 attempts, very good in the pocket, very quick release, and that's good. Yeah, it's what you got to have. You got to make a read, and you got to go. You got to make a read, and the ball has to come out. You have to be able to scramble or run and scramble quick. So he's got good. Reminds me of Steve Young a little bit, in that he's a sprinter, not a runner. He can sprint, which is what I don't think he ain't running 80 yards, but he can run 15 or 20 yards. You know what I'm saying? So that means something. Jake, how you doing, Jake? Oh, man, what's up? Oh, been a busy day. Oh, no, we're talking about basketball and football, Jake. We're talking about how bad basketball is and if Mark Pope can survive. And we're talking about we need wide receivers. And, yeah, we need more players. We got 15 players out, 14 portals out in the player. We need 14 more. We got 8 more days. Plenty of time. I say that. I'm not building the roster, but Posse, what's up, man? Point to Aberdeen, sabotaging the last play. Now, Jalen Lowe, here's the deal on the last play. This is how, I'm not going to use the word dumb. This is how ignorant Mark Pope is. He wanted Jalen Lowe to drive under the basket and kick it out to Aberdeen. As Matt Jones astutely pointed out, if he drives to the basket, they're going to let him have it. We're down by 3. Why is Jalen Lowe driving to the basket and kicking? If he drove to the basket, just run to the shooters. So no, the play was a bad play. And I don't know what Aberdeen was maybe supposed to end up with the ball, but you're telling me Jalen Lowe's going to drive under the basket and kick it out, and you're going to get a shot, dude. If he runs under the basket, just get out of his way. Time's going to run. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Maybe so. Maybe so, Posse. Maybe so. For football, Spectre Gadget, I keep saying there are football fans in this state. They've always loved football. Now it's not 50-50. It's more like 60-40. It's a third, at least 33% really care. Some of my friends, they don't watch football at all. So, but look, we could do something in football, but we'd have to spend the money. We're going to have to, like, if you're just getting on here, the 411 podcast there, that's who you should be listening to, with Van Hiles and Anthony White. Van Hiles said, let's build it with high school players, because high school players don't have a place to go now because everybody's getting people out of the portal. Maybe he's got onto something. Let's just slowly build. It's going to take time. And then maybe we should get some high school players. I don't know what the answer is. Is the Oklahoma running back a stud, Inspector Gadget? He was year before last, but he hurt his foot. He had a foot injury, and that kind of last year he didn't play. So I don't know if it was obviously the foot injury was part of it. So yes, he was 2 years ago. He had 600 yards and he was fast, and he can catch the ball out of the backfield. And I think that I saw that. Yeah. So no, he's a good one. Mike, what's up, Mike? I don't think I've met you. Mike Spurlock, Kentucky should bring in Bruce Pearl. Here's the deal. Bruce Pearl is going to be in politics. He ain't coming back. I don't think he'll come back to basketball. You know how much money you can make in politics? Yeah. No, Bruce Pearl probably won't. Yeah, because he's going to run for the Republican Party's got him in their pocket, and they're going to run him as a candidate. He's going to make a lot more money in politics with a lot less headaches. You mean head coach as OC? Yeah, you mean head coach? Yes. Posse. Aberdeen was supposed to run some type of action. He just stood there. Well, then you know what? I'd never play him again. Posse, if that is true. Uh, I know he was probably the shooter that was supposed to shoot to the corner, and he just stood there. And then that's why Jalen Lowe just threw it up, because if that is true, either he didn't understand the play or he did it on purpose. Either one is unacceptable. Mark Pope talked about dumbing down the offense, and somebody said, if you have to dumb down the offense, how complicated is it? Something's going on. The communication is not getting is all bad. A failure to communicate. That's what the problem is. Either the coaches can't communicate to the players or vice versa. Something's going on because people don't understand what they're supposed to be doing. So I don't know what the deal is. You may be right, Posse Wards. I agree with high school recruits. Yeah, Van Hiles, Anthony White. If you really want to know football, 411 YouTube channel. Or Van Hiles has Driving with Styles. But yeah, those are two guys that know. Owe have a better chance if he got the ball. Yeah, Posse. Look, we had to hit a three, and we have two guys. Well, really two guys that could hit a three. Maybe Aberdeen, but we should have never been in that situation. Correct, Posse. We threw the ball away 3 times, 3 turnovers in the last 4 minutes. You can't win like that. And they had a lob. They had a lob dunk on us. I mean, we have no defense, guys. Pearl, big look at Pearl, who wanted the coach for Pope, did nothing to get the job. Has got better since he left. I wanted for the job. Yes. Yeah. Well, Pearl, yeah. But look, politics, he's going to go into politics. He's going to make a lot of money in Alabama. Lowe's 3-pointer looked like a brick. Yes, Warts, because he wasn't supposed to shoot it. He was supposed to give it to drive under the basket and kick it out. That's what Matt Jones was talking about this morning. And there was somebody to kick it out to. And maybe Aberdeen didn't do what he's supposed to do. Or, look, man, no excuse for, it just didn't, somebody panicked. So Spectre Gadget needs to recruit. That's why he needs to recruit guys that have high basketball IQs. Well, I think Inspector Gadget, Mark Pope is trying to outthink everything. I don't know. I mean, look, Mo Diabate played on a team that went to the Final Four. Aberdeen played on a team that won the championship. I mean, they got to have good basketball IQ, right? Right? I mean, one was in the Final Four and one won the damn championship. So they're not dumb. So I don't know whose fault it is. Posse. Maybe the bench drama. Yeah, I mean, look, man. Diabate wasn't in, if you're just getting in here, Diabate wasn't in the last 5 minutes because he was yelling at Mark Pope and he was yelling at the players. And, so I don't know. So they had to tell him, look, man, sit your ass down. You can't be yelling at people during the game. Who was supposed to get a play? Malachi Moreno. They were supposed to do some sort of pick and roll with Malachi Moreno. Moreno did the pick roll to the basket, and Diabate didn't throw it to him, and then started yelling at him, Matt Jones said. So, look, you can't be yelling at each other during a game. Come on, man. Well, Posse, there's no telling. Look, I don't know who is cancerous and who is not, but Mark Pope does not have control of the team. If you're going to tell me if Calipari, what do you think would happen if somebody yelled at Calipari? What do you think would happen if somebody yelled at Billy Gillespie back in the day? He made George ride home in the equipment truck. Okay? He made people. And if you yell at Calipari, your ass would be in the locker room. But no, we got players yelling at the coach, arguing with one another. Dude, it's just not 5th grade. It's 5th grade now. This is when you remember that scene in Kindergarten Cop before he got that whistle. He turned his back on those kids. This is Kindergarten Cop without the whistle. Until Mark Pope gets that damn whistle and blows that whistle, it's Kindergarten Cop, man. They're just going to do everything. And he's going to have to yell, shut up. And I don't know, man. Did Jasper Johnson? No, he did not play Julie. And We might lose him. And look, he is a high-rated recruit, so I don't know. Jake Jorts dated Erica Kirk. Well, I don't know Jorts, but he rode home in the equipment truck because he pissed off Billy Gillespie. So look, like I said, don't be disrespecting Billy Gillespie. People are disrespecting Billy Gillespie right now. Like I said, if you want to go watch Billy Gillespie, Tarleton, go on ESPN Plus if you watch the Tarleton game. That guy's had a heart attack. He's yelling. Look, his players play hard. They're a small school. They don't have any players, but my God, he yells. You will play hard. He will jerk your ass out of the game. So I'll give it up to him. Kindergarten Cop, great movie. Well, go watch it. Hell, maybe Jasper played 0 minutes. Yep. A lot of people said played 0 minutes last night. The one that gets me is Jelovic. Why you bring Jelovic all the way from Bosnia, and he's going to be a three-point shooter, and you're like, I'm not playing him. He doesn't understand the offense, is what someone said. The guy probably barely fucking speaks English. Can you draw it on the chalkboard? This is basketball, guys. It's not a math problem. We used to get mad at Calipari because he wouldn't draw up plays. Now I'm getting mad at Mark Pope because he draws up too many plays. We can't get a balance. I don't know, guys. Big Blue Cat. I don't see Pope getting another year. Well, I think he'll get another year. He would be dumb to step down and lose 5. Well, if he makes a deal now to leave and get some of the money, but you're not going to walk away from $5 million. Nobody's going to do that. Like Stu's wasn't going to walk away from that money. Mark Pope's not going to walk away. They'll have to fire him. They're not going to fire him after one bad year because of the optics. Then nobody will come here to be the coach because you're like, well, damn. All I get's 2 years. Yeah, I think they'll give him one more year. I think high character players. Yeah, last year Inspector Gadget. True. We had Warriors last year. Who was our point guard last year? What's the kid? The guy was whoever our point guard last year was that I can't think of his name last year. That son of a bitch had a bad shoulder. He ran into people. He would go. He didn't give a damn. He wasn't trying to avoid contact. I was like, dude, stop running into people. Now I can't think of it. One of the best, toughest guys we've ever had play here. Damn that dude. I can't remember his name. Somebody tell me his name. Lowe's going to quit? Maybe. Lamont Butler, thank you. Lamont Butler, let me tell you what. That dude, I didn't want, he had a shoulder break. He didn't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I got another shoulder. I got 2 shoulders. That guy ran into people. Now, he would run over the back. I don't give a damn. I'm going to the basket. Yeah, that dude was a killer. That guy was a stone cold. I don't give a damn. I'll play with one arm tied behind my back. I'm going to that's what we don't have. We don't have people with heart. It could be because of NIL, but man, last year we had some players, guys. We just, Lamont Butler was a tough son of a bitch. WKRP went out and got the rest of this season. Yeah, I mean, look, we went out. He went heavy on defensive players, but I think we thought Aberdeen was going to, and Cam Williams. That's who. Okay, first of all, we brought this up. Chandler, Noah, and Garrison didn't get any better. Didn't improve. Not 1 ounce. That's what screwed us. They didn't improve. And you can't have players who just maintain a nice level because now they have film on you and they're going to know, oh, Trent Noah, he's going to shoot threes. Oh, no. And Chandler, no. Cam Williams. I mean, look, so yeah, we had 3 players that didn't get any better, and then we brought in people who were overrated. Aberdeen, overpaid. Diabate, I mean, I don't know if we overpaid him. He's a battler. Cam Williams, overpaid. So, I mean, you look at our roster, poor Hawthorne's not going to play. Reese Potter, Quaintance is, he can't do everything. Yeah, look, he averaged 10 points last year. I told people, look, man, the guy averaged 10 points and 10 rebounds. He's probably going to average that. I was hoping he would get to that here. But, man, evidently he's new and he's having problems picking up the offense. How fucking simple. Just get under the basket, run some high school plays. The dude's fucking monster. Just get the ball into him. I mean, it's too late, guys. It's too late in the season. You cannot teach now. It's too late now. I mean, with the effort, would you please play hard? Like I said, Mo Diabate, I don't know what happened. Maybe we would have yelled at some people. So I don't know. Yeah, regress. Yeah, when you have players who don't. Now, if you remember Rick Pitino, he would bring. We lost in '95 in North Carolina, and he called it. I don't know if you guys have heard this story. So we won the championship in '96, but in '95 we lost to North Carolina. They whipped our ass, and they said Rick Pitino. They went back to the hotel. He called in every player one by one and said and screamed, next year, Prickett, next year, you're going to be a better rebounder. You're going to get better. He screamed at every player and told them, next year, you better damn well improve on this right here, or you will not have a scholarship. That's what we need. You can't be not look, guys, you can't be nice to these kids. I don't know, you guys have kids these days. Kids these days, they don't respond to nice, okay, for some reason. You can't, I mean, look, I'm not saying you got to be an asshole, but look, you got to be direct. A rule is not a rule without punishment, Matt Jones. So I don't know, guys. Butler was that, yeah. If they quit, do they? Yes, boards. There's no quitting. I mean, you get your money. I mean, yeah, if you walked away, but now you're just going to sit on the bench. No, you get your money no matter what. I get my money. Same thing with football. The team quit that last game at Louisville. Why did they quit the last game? I have no idea, but they did. And there's nothing you can do about it. So you have no power as a coach. That's what Kirby Smart said. There's no team concept. It's you have individuals who are trying to get paid. They may come in, they may play, well, they may not. They're going to get their money, and you got to deal with it as a coach. So, why are dumb things going down in SEC? I don't know, WKRP, which dumb things? Big Blue Cat. I'd like to know the offense Pope is running. I have no idea. I can tell you, I don't know what the defense is we're running. When somebody gets 40 points in the paint, I don't know what the hell you're doing. Julie, Chandler, and Noah, well, then they need to be on the bench, yeah. Posse, Clara Strack shouldn't be seen with that loser. Who was she with, Posse? I didn't see it. We have low IQ players. Well, Posse, I don't know. I don't think it's. I think it might be the coach, dude. I think he may be just a bad communicator. I don't. It could. It could be the communicator, the guy who's giving the orders. Maybe he's not being clear enough. Maybe I don't know. I don't. I don't think they're low IQ. Aberdeen. It might just be their attitude. Maybe Aberdeen's like, well, I'll give my money. I don't like. Maybe he decided he didn't like it here, and he's like, I'll just do whatever. I wouldn't play anybody. Like I said, I'd do Billy Gillespie, play a walk-on. You say anything you want to. Billy Gillespie played that walk-on as the starting point guard because he played harder. Yeah, every game for a couple games. Look, I don't give a damn if you don't play hard. But Mark Pope's, there's no levers to pull. It's like when the ship is sinking. You can't fill all the holes. It's about to be abandoned ship, guys. The ship's it's this, we've hit an iceberg. We've taken on water. We're either gonna fix the leaks or we're gonna have to get on lifeboats and get the hell out of here. I think the players are about to get on a lifeboat, get the hell out of there. That's what I think. Hope I'm wrong. Aberdeen and Strack are dating. Well, Posse, hey, that's between them. No wonder the guy's not. He's playing bad because he's tired. Shit. Well, she's playing well. So, look, man, I don't want to get into whoever's dating who. Chandler, yeah. Now we dug out Chandler. WKRP, good point. Chandler damn near won that game. He gave us a chance to win the game. When they intercepted that, he blocked that home run pass. That was a good play right there. He's good at that, hustling, and then we blew it. Loway. That's two players together. Oway missed that layup, guys. He shot it on the wrong side of the rim. Why you lay it up you're right under it. He tried to lay it up on the other side of the rim. It's like, you put a spin on the ball. What are you doing? He probably could have dunked it, but Derek thinks Jasper Johnson will leave. That's what his family's saying. Look, I'd play him. I'd play. What's he going to do? What are we going to do? Lose? I mean, if you want to keep him, if Mark Pope wants to keep him, he needs to start playing him. If he wants him to go, then hey. Let him leave. Yes, Wildcat. I mean, yeah, at this point, if you don't want to be here, uh, man, I'd hate to see him leave. He's a Kentucky boy. Uh, Travis Perry, he's not playing well at Ole Miss. Maybe Travis Perry knew something. I don't know that we did. So we have been going an hour and 10 minutes. We've been talking football and basketball. Jake, Vandy, yeah, they might be. Is Vandy the best team? One of them, because they sure as heck they dispatched Alabama. They were ahead the whole game, and they just that was a home game. We'll see. Yeah, right now they're undefeated. Right, they are the best team in the SEC. Yeah, we play them. Well, that ought to be fun. I don't know if it doesn't matter where it's at. No, guys, we're either gonna keep fighting or give up. You know, the will gets weak. At what point will we just give up? You know, big blue cat. At least Pope showed some emotion. Yeah, he did. But look, and he spoke properly after the game. Somebody got in his ear and said, "Hey, man, will you speak like a regular human being?" He did get some emotion, but too late now. Should have did that in the summer when we lost to Georgetown, guys. Georgetown exposed us, and I said it after that game. Hey, why are we letting people pick and roll and slip to the basket, and we're not? We're just standing there. I knew right then. What? Damn, they got easy bath. They just whipped our ass. When everybody saw that film, they were like, "Oh hell, we can just go to the basket." I think Bellarmine had 32 points in the paint on us. You know, so well, we can't stop a 2 or a 3. I feel like John McKay from the Tampa Bay when they were 0 and that first year when they were 0 and 14, and then he's like, we can't stop a pass or a run. Other than that, we're in good shape. We can't stop a 2 or a 3. Other than that, we're in great shape. Yeah, our offense's execution. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. That's what he's. They asked him about his offense's execution, and my man said, "Well, I'm all for it right now." So we need a John McKay guy, a guy that's just funny. Yeah, don't take this shit. Pope's taking this shit too serious. At this point, man, damn, just finish out the year. I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't have any answers. Mark Pope's wife called KSR. No, Posy. That she wouldn't do that. I thought you were serious. All right, guys. Look, we have gone an hour and about an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, so we haven't gotten anybody in the portal today. I'm gonna check one more time. Today we have not. This is the first day we haven't picked up anybody. There's somebody visiting. Let's make sure. I have not checked. Let's check KSR. Oh, that was yesterday. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Who do we have before I go? Speedy transfer portal pass catcher is an upcoming visitor. Okay, so somebody that's the Speedy from it shows a guy from Oklahoma. So it looks like we got an Oklahoma receiver visiting, and that's it. We have not signed anybody today. So we have 13 portal players and a high school player. And we got a Speedy wide receiver, and it shows a picture of somebody in Oklahoma jersey. Okay, well, okay. We need if you're a receiver and you're in the portal, we need you. All right. DJ Glideway went to Baylor. You know what? He'll probably do good at Baylor. Baylor, he doesn't have to do everything. Baylor's got a good running game. Baylor's got a good coach. Anybody feel like Ole Miss is going to win the championship? No, Posse, I don't feel like it. I think Oregon or Indiana is too solid. I think whoever wins that game will probably win it. Although, did Oregon get somebody hurt? Did somebody say their running back is hurt? I don't know if I heard that. It's January, and I'm more excited about Kentucky football. Jake, me too. That's why my channel is killing it right now. My channel is killing it because nobody else is talking about football, and I am. I'm going to talk about football. Let Lance and fucking Locked On Kentucky. Yeah, keep making. I know they're making money. I'm not going to monetize my channel yet or anywhere near that, but I'm going to keep talking about football, and my channel is killing it. So hey, I'm going to stay with me. We're going to come in. We'll talk lies. We'll talk basketball, but if you want to talk football, we'll talk football in here. Yeah. I mean, look, we know what's going on. basketball. Look, we suck. What are you going to say? We suck. It was like in football. We sucked at the end. So Anthony Gilmore to Louisville. Yep, is official. Okay. Well, I don't care. Look, they can have him. I mean, look, he's fast, but he can't run around. He can't win a one-on-one. When he ran the very first game, he got behind the defense a lot, and my man quarterback hit him right in the numbers, and he dropped it. Man, that was a good pass from our quarterback who, now that I see, I can't remember his name, that made all that money. Yeah, I mean, they can have him. I don't care. We're still looking for a punter though. Before I get off here, we have a kicker. We re-signed that kicker, but we don't have a punter yet. So if anybody knows Murray State's punter, maybe. We're still looking in Moscow, Siberia. We're looking in Russia to see if we can find. There's got to be a Russian punter somewhere. I would go over there and try some people out. But no. All right, guys. Look, we play on Saturday, a basketball game. Why? I don't even know when we play, and I don't even care. So here's the deal. What do I work? Friday, Sunday, Tuesday. I'll probably come on Saturday. Well, if I come on Saturday, everybody will be talking about basketball. Sunday, Tuesday. All right, well, I'll at least do Monday. If I don't come on Saturday, I'll come on Monday. But I may come on Saturday night and talk Oregon's Jordan Davis running back injured. Okay, now, oh shit, was that number 0, the starting running back? Jake, before I got here, was that their starting running back? That big dude number 0? Because if it was, damn, that's not good. Oh man, okay, now they got the little dude. Okay, now Indiana. Listen, Indiana's got a chance to win this whole thing. They really do. They had the most complete team, and they did it through the portal, and they did it by just cherry picking people out of the portal. So Levitt extended his visit with Tennessee. Yeah, I'm glad. I agree. Good point. Big Blue Cat. Yes. Stein should have jumped on Minchie, and he did, because we don't have time to wait for Levitt to go to Tennessee, Oregon, and no, we don't have time for that shit. Are you in or out? You're out? Out. Take the next guy. So, no, our quarterback, I like him. I will say this. The small sample size that I put on and everybody's putting on from last year, I like that guy. He's going to fit the offense well. Jake, I agree. I agree with everything. Now, we got to have somebody to throw to, offensive line, some running backs, or that guy's going to get killed. So he's got 2 years left of eligibility. So he's probably going to be a starting quarterback. Then we're going to find out if Pontoski has an arm and can. If he throws like he did in high school, if you haven't seen Pontoski, that dude can throw it on a rope. You can tell he plays baseball. That sucker throws a ball like a dart. And I was like, man, that dude's got an arm. He's not that big. Like, where does that come from, dude? But he can sling it. So we got time to develop quarterbacks. So yeah, we're going to need 2 years, guys. It might take 2 years to get everybody. There's no way anybody's going to predict any wins. Probably even when we got the team together. I mean, look, if we beat the 2 non-cons and we win 1 or 2 SEC games, that's a good year. That's a good year. Because we play, if you have not seen our schedule, Oklahoma, Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia. We don't play Georgia, thank God. I mean, we do play South Carolina and a couple of, but we don't play Vanderbilt. So, as a matter of fact, before I get off here, I have it right here. Let's look at our schedule for next year. Youngstown State, South Alabama, first 2 games. I think. Is that true? Oh, I don't know. Okay, this is not in any order. Youngstown State, South Alabama, Louisville, Alabama, Florida, LSU, Vandy, Missouri, at Oklahoma, at South Carolina, at Tennessee, at Texas A&M. Guys, 4 wins. If we get 4 wins, if we beat the 2 non-cons and get 2 other teams, that'd be really. But at Tennessee, at Texas A&M, at South Carolina, at Missouri, at Oklahoma, home games are Vandy, LSU, Florida, Alabama, Louisville. Whew. All righty. Yeah. Let's just build a team. Always last game. Yes, Julie, yes. It'll be the last game. Yes. Yes. And you're keeping your coach. So I was hoping he would leave, Julie. I think Stein coming to Lexington with a championship. Big blue cat. If he pulls that off, that would be better than Indiana. Okay, that would be nobody's pulled that off since Bear Bryant, and it real officially back then it wasn't a championship. So I don't know if we get to that. Before we get to that, let's just build a team that can compete, and then let's build the foundation. Then we can talk about that. But we're gonna have to layer this, build the foundations, create a culture. And you can't fire him if everybody's going to start saying if he has a couple bad years, we're going to fire him. If we do that shit, yeah, we can't do that because this is going to take time. This is not a rebuild. This is a build. All right. Okay, guys. Look, thanks for coming in the afternoon. I didn't think I'd have anybody in here, but we did. I will either get on Saturday or Monday. I work Friday, Sunday, Tuesday this week. So yes, we'll get on and talk about football. If I see something, I'll put it out. Look at turn on your notifications. When we get a player, I'll put that on a post. If I'm going to come on, I'll let you know. But probably with the basketball game Saturday, let me tell you what, guys, if we lose that game, holy shit. Yeah, I mean, they just sank our battleship if we lose that game. Yes. Yeah, thank you, Jake. Yes, guys. Thanks for coming in. New guys, I haven't seen some of you guys before. Come back in. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. This is a fan channel. You do not have to listen to the Kentucky Network or any other channel. You can pick what you want to listen to. If you come in here, we can talk about whatever you want. We were talking about Russia the other night. We talked about all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we'll talk about whatever's on your mind. All right. All right, everybody, have a good weekend. If I don't see you, I will be on duty at the airport fire department, and I'm gonna have some good shifts, 24-hour shifts, hopefully tomorrow, and just hang out at the firehouse, and hopefully nothing happens. All right, guys, have a good weekend. Hey, if we lose to Mississippi State, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly. Surely we won't do that. Surely. Yes, please. Check the backs. Yes, Julie. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't heard, okay, now, before I get off here, this just came out. If you do not have a real ID and you just have an old ID, they're going to charge you $45 penalty to check your background to let you on a flight. That just came out this morning or yesterday. So I got to get back to it. It came out on a TSA thing. So if you don't have a real ID, get a real ID or a passport. If not, you're going to pay $45 every time you fly. So don't do that. Okay. And I don't check bags. That's TSA. Thank God. Yes, $45 to government. They're going to get their money. So, all right. Yeah. Be careful out there. And I'll see you guys Saturday and Monday. Go Cats.